Chung Chau Handicappers race number 7. You're My Everything's on the class drop. Winner of 3 from 6 course and distance. How Deep Is Your Love as a last start winner carries an extra £6. Copefield crossover noseband is off. Helene Feeling was Indian Dream for Michael Bell. One over the 1400 at Epsom in Doncaster. Jumbo Legend has the visor on. Pulsar Strider wears blinkers for the first time. Miracle Beams was Mooney Beams for Ger Lions. One over the 1600 metres at Goran Park before arriving. Potentially, Tom, he could be the shortest priced favourite of the night. How Deep Is Your Love? What sort of run does he get in transit? And
he should get a nice run right in behind the speed like he did last time out, pretty much. And in the end, he raced away at a quote of 1.6. On point, a recent trial winner. He was caught wide throughout last start. He's first up for 45 odd days. Party Warrior coming back to Happy Valley, drawn barrier number 5 for Antoine Hamlin. Then you've got Pulsar Strider. Helene Feeling, the newcomer, Paul. He was slow out in his Happy Valley trial, missed the start at Sharton, and then his most recent trial, he was jumping a bit better. Yeah, a little bit better. So maybe he was slower, and they pushed him out a little bit. The other one, Miracle Beams, he's been slow out as well, and I expect him to go all the way to the back. Miracle Beams, even though he's drawn nicely in 3, but look, his form's over a lot longer. Right, so that's the speed map, but it is How Deep Is Your Love that keeps the focus now. Nick was out at Sharton this morning and spoke to his rider, Karis Teaton.
Karis, How Deep Is Your Love was very impressive for you last time out. You must have been fairly taken by that performance.
Yes, Nick. Of course, he's an improving horse, and he had everything to go his way last time. He had a nice draw, nice weight on his back. So we expected the horse to be able to show a good performance.
Bit more weight this time around, £6 extra, but I guess with all what he's doing, you'd have to certainly think that that is something that he can carry forward.
Yeah, he's got a bit of quality about him, so I think the weight will be okay. He's got a nice gait again, so I think he's going to run well again.
Same gate number 2, as you've alluded to. Does that just sort of, in your mind, play things out, i.e. sort of copybook as last time out, trying to sort of copy that same race?
Yeah, it makes it easy, from those good draw and an improving horse like him. But we'll go through a race. There's not a great deal of speed in a race, so we'll see how he jump and where we can get him comfortable.
You talk of, obviously, he's got a bit of quality. I don't know, it's obviously early days with him. How good do you think he might be, this guy? I mean, he's never been to Sharton as well.
Yeah, he's still a young horse, so I think, after a few more runs, he will toughen up a bit more, and I think he's going to gradually pick up some more points for sure.
There he is, Karis Teaton. Tom, this horse by far Karis's best ride on the night, but what about the rest of his book of rides? Might there be a winner or two amongst them, or will we need a bit of luck on a few? Yeah, Cable Speed, he actually ran better last time out, but he's all the way down in the handicappers Cable Speed. Raging Blaze, he was a winner, 2 back, he's on the backup. Telecom Speed, I think, is certainly a chance. Classic Archie, Paul's got no form, but he actually ran through the line in his last run. Yeah, he did a little bit, didn't he? Chair for South's drawn a bit wide. That just worries me about him. How Deep Is Your Love? Woodham 5 was unlucky at his last start. Star Contact won well last time, but he's drawn a little bit awkwardly this time. All right, so there are the rides for Karis on Wednesday night. Some of the opposition for How Deep Is Your Love, Paul, includes You're My Everything. Now, this is his last start. This was in a pretty strong field, and that was his only look at the all-weather this race. Yeah, so he's coming back to Happy Valley, and he's won here 3 times before, all over the 1200 metres. He gets back, he'll be running on. He just needs a little bit of luck. Now, his last win was off 77. He's at this rating of 80, so he's not too far above that. They've tried him over a myriad of different trips as well. He's been over 1400 metres, he's been over 1650. They've even dropped him all the way back to 1000 metres. You can see just sort of struggling at the back there, but just this last little bit here, he was able to, I thought, dig in quite nicely and attack the line well. So I thought he'd be a good, strong chance in this race, You're My Everything. That race was on the 21st of January. Tommy's had a trial since, also on the all-weather, and that's the Dubai-bound Duquai in front. You got Duquai there, power kept Tianchi Monster all up on the pace here. Apache Pass back in the field, and so look, he did, I think, what he needed to do. There wasn't, he was up near the pace in the run, and wasn't too far from them at the end. A bit of a blanket finish, but that's Courier Wonder Paul running down the outside. So I think he's going well enough at the moment. Yeah, yes, he just needs luck from the back. That's the key for him, but he's done it 3 times before. What about this horse, Paul? Jumbo Legend. He's been racing recently over the 1650, including in this replay. He comes back to the 1200. Does have a very sound record, course and distance. Yeah, he does. Look, he's been racing well. He's drawn barrier 10, so he's another one who'll get back. They're going to put the visor on him for the first time as well.
Jumbo Legend, we know he's got a good finish on him, so look, I've included him.
He was just a little bit one pace there late in the race. He's in on a minor line. The visor does interest me a little bit, and he did loom up like he was going to be half a winning chance there.
Okay, so that's Jumbo Legend. Tom, next up is a newcomer to Happy Valley, so we need to switch across to Sha-Tin to have a look at a replay for Pulsar Strider.
He has trialled at Happy Valley in the past. This horse, he's yet to win from his 5 starts, and he raced sort of wide, no cover from most of the race really, but I thought it was a handy enough effort from him. Would need to still improve a little bit here, and the blinkers go on, which does interest a little bit as well.
Yeah, that's a good gear change for him. His best run's at second behind Solar Winds when he was second up, but he's sort of just been racing the 5th, 6th recently, hasn't he? So just a little bit off them, so maybe the blinkers will help him.
All right, we're going to pull up the trial file now, Paul, and On Point is the first one. This is up at Chung Fa. He's only having his 3rd go at Happy Valley. Never raced over the 1200 here. Does get that £10 claim for Angus Chung, wins this trial and usually shows early speed.
Yeah, he does. Look, I think he'll go to the front. He's drawn a little bit awkwardly of barrier 9. Here's one off 66. I think from the front, he's going to give himself a chance.
Yeah, he trialled up okay up there at Chung Fa, was up on the pace, pushed out a little bit over the final stages. 45 days since he's had a race where he failed last time out. He was caught wide the whole way, pulled up with a little issue as well. So hopefully everything's okay after that. Seems to be.
Sha-Tin trials now, Tom. It was a 1,000 metre trial down the straight. Helene Feeling runs 5th. Miracle Beams is impossible to have on his trial form.
Yeah, I have not liked any of his trials at all. Miracle Beams, and it's been over 9 months since he's appeared on race day. The other horse in this trial, Helene Feeling, raced in the UK. He won at Doncaster. He also won at Epsom, was trained by Michael Bell, known as Indian Dream. His trials have looked okay, but he's probably looking for that little bit further, Paul.
Yeah, look, he won his races over 1,400 metres as a 2-year-old. That normally tells me he's looking for a mile plus. Now he's a bit older in age. So, look, I'm happy just to watch him. Interesting jockey booking, though, with Zach on him, but I'm happy to watch him.
Some of that Northern Hemisphere 2-year-old form can be a bit iffy as well.
Yeah.
All right, so possible stepping stone on Wednesday night for Helene Feeling. Is the favourite the one to beat, Paul?
It looks that way, doesn't he? I think he's going to get the best run in the race, just in behind the pace, and he's been going really well at the moment. Party Warrior. Now, I like the fact he's coming back here to Happy Valley. That's where his best runs have been. On Point from the front, and Jumbo Legend, 2-7-3-6.
Yeah, I think that 2 will be toughest to beat as well. How Deep Is Your Love, strong winner last time out. That was off the back of being unlucky. 2 runs to go behind. Here comes Ted, so he's clearly on top. I do like You're My Everything. I like the way he finished off last time out, that last little bit where he was doing his best work late. He's had a little bit of a freshen up leading into this. Party Warrior coming back to Happy Valley, comes out of the race that We Are Hero. 1 run cooler since come out of that, and 1 and back to a course and distance that he does enjoy. He's only missed top 2 on 2 occasions. And Jumbo Legend, the other one that goes in with the visor going on. Looked to have every chance, I thought, last start. 2, 1, 7 and 6.